Hi, my name's Lydia, and I'm going to take you through a view of the Global Writing Competition from MCE. And I'm going to start with the student login. So this is what your students will see. All of your students have been set up, their accounts have been set up, and you should have received an email that tells you the login email address that your students should use and their password. So I'm going to log in now. So I've come to www.literatu.com/MCE, put in my login, my password, and I'm just going to click login. And when I log in, I'm going to see the activities that I can do in the writing competition. So first of all, we have just a getting started activity, which shows your students what they can do, what Scribo is. So this is a little bit of an explainer of how the competition works. And then they have a choice of 2 essays. So they can choose a persuasive essay or a narrative essay. And the essays that they see are going to be different depending on their year group. So I'm logged in as a high school student at the moment. And today I'm going to choose to write the narrative activity. And they can click on it just to have a look and see what the topics are. So as the students work through the information on the cards, they can see some information. We have some guidance to help them plan their story. And we have some cards that will let them actually write their story plans. So the orientation, so my character is going to be about my dad. I'm going to write about my dad because I think he's awesome. We're going to perhaps describe a problem here. So the student notes go here. I'm not going to fill them in. I won't make you wait for me to type. But basically, this is where your student's planning goes. And we work through the cards. And we get to the point where we write our competition entry. And we have a button down here that says Open Writing Activity. So I'm going to click that now. And I go into the Scrivo Workspace. Now, this is an intelligent writing application. And what we can see here is we can see my writing task. And I click in here to start writing. So I've just copied a little bit of writing here. So it would be great to direct your students, and the cards do already, to tell them, when they've done their writing, they can actually check their writing with Scribo. And Scribo will give them some amazing feedback. It'll give them a Scribo score. It'll let them know why they've lost points. So I've got quite a few grammar issues here. I've got some long, hard to read sentences. I'm perhaps not using the keywords that I should have used, that sort of thing. So I can actually have a look at Scribo's suggestions to improve my grammar and spelling. And I can work my way through. If I just click on the error, I can see Scribo's suggestion. And, your students have an opportunity to either accept the suggestion, they can ignore suggestions. So this is saying, are you telling the emotion grateful? Can you show it instead? So can I show it in words? I might choose to ignore that, and so on. So they can actually work through Scribo's suggestions to improve their grammar, to improve their sentences, their topic use, and their words. Once they've done that, they can actually have Scribo read the story out to them. So Scribo has an immersive reader that will read the story out to them, and quite often your students will hear mistakes that they've made in their logic. They can leave and come back later. Scribo saves everything while your students are writing so that they can leave and come back later. But when they're happy with their writing and they want to enter it in the competition, all they need to do is hand in their work. And that is my entry. And as a student, that's my process.